Man, it is windy out today. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. The wind's trying to blow the camera over. We got the kids picking up sticks, so you guys hear them in the background. I apologize, but you know, they're doing kids things. And how's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the KidKraft Playset I put up 4 years ago. Give you an update on the condition of it, what's going on with it, what's gone wrong, what's gone right, and maybe some reasonings why you shouldn't buy this one. Some experiences I've had over the last couple of years, and you know, I'll let you be the judge and make the decisions for yourself. Let's hop into it. Start with a walk around and look at each piece, and you know, see what's going on. Right? Cool. So a vast majority of the playset is in very good condition. Let's take a look at it. Now, as far as the overall finish of it, you know, it is faded. You know, a lot of the it needs to be resealed. You know, the water-based coat they have on this is wearing off. You know, all the hardware's, you know, staying in pretty good shape. You know, the chains are in pretty good shape. You know, the paint's chipping off some of those. The seats are pretty good. We did put this little, you know, kid swing in place of the handlebar. You know, all the hardware's staying intact. Nothing's really broken on that front. The main support structures, again, you can see where the stuff is not weathered as bad as other spots. Over here, let's take a gander at the actual slide. Nothing to note here. Obviously, going to be a little sun fade from being outside. The actual hood on the grill, you know, the thing, little tab snapped off. So we no longer have a grill cover. This is more of a, now we got one of them fancy flat tops in there where we don't have the lid that comes down. The overhang is pretty good shape still, faded. That's, again, what you're gonna see. I had to install this. You guys probably noted that in the video before. The wind would just blow it open and bend the hinges. The magnet's not strong enough to keep it closed. So we had to add a little clasp there to keep that closed. Over here is probably the biggest problem. You know, I talked about in a previous video these things breaking. You can see how faded this is. It's basically blue now versus green. It's, you know, it's just the UV rays are hard on it, on plastic in general. The biggest problem with those is that I reached out to KidKraft a couple of times. They sent me some new ones, but they just keep breaking. It is what it is. I mean, we've replaced them a couple of times, but they just keep breaking. It's just poor design. Over on this side, you know, the crow's nest is good shape still structurally sound. Nothing's rotting out up there. The rest of the hardware is good shape there. The actual rock climb wall still in one piece. Obviously, some of the stuff is wearing down a little bit from traffic. Fireman's pole, solid. Nothing's gonna break there. Structurally, everything's fine inside. Nothing is blown off. It's all in good condition overall. So you guys are probably asking yourselves as I'm bringing this up, what's wrong? Why wouldn't you recommend it if this is where we're at, you know, a few years down the road? Really isn't, you know, drastically in bad shape. You know, it could use a new coat of sealant on it, but you know, that's just going to be another project for another day. The problem I have is not necessarily with this specific playset, but the company. I mentioned to you before that I had reached out to them, and you know, it took a few weeks. I finally got some parts sent to me to be replaced under warranty. Gave them their street, no big deal. This specific unit has a 5-year structural warranty on it. It's supposed to be protected from rot and all that fun stuff for the wood. Otherwise, they're supposed to replace it, you know, help you out. You know, it's a guarantee. It's cedar, it's not supposed to rot, and that they're standing behind their product structurally. So I reached out to KidKraft in the same avenue that I did to get the replacement plastic pieces for the slide to talk about some rotting issues I'm having down below. The frame that contacts the ground is rotting. This area down here along the base where it contacts the ground, obviously, you know, by design, it's going to sit on the ground. Concrete's not generically what you're going to pour to put a playset on. So I reached out to them to, give them feedback. Hey, this is rotting down here. What can you guys do to help me out? Can we get some replacement pieces? This should be covered by your warranty. Crickets. Haven't heard a thing back. I've contacted a couple different sources on their website. I sent back some correspondence to the original email chain I had when I got the plastic pieces replaced, and crickets. So what I'm trying to say here is, I am a firm believer in that nothing is perfect, right? Things break, things happen. That's why they have the warranties on these things, because they're standing behind their product. And they want you as the consumer to, feel good about what you're buying, and that you aren't going to be stuck out in the woods somewhere to, hung out to dry. That's what I'm trying to say. And so it's frustrating when somebody gives you a warranty on something, but their customer support is so poor, they won't even respond to your emails, your calls you've put in, or your inquiries on their website. So overall, this has been a great play set, swing set, whatever you may call it. Kids love it. Right now they're doing their thing. It's a little windy out. They got their hoods up trying to stay warm. To me, it's not always about the issues, but it's about how the companies and individuals respond to those issues. Things are going to happen, like I mentioned, but at the very least, their customer support could reach back out, follow up on these inquiries, and, make sure the person buying the product is happy with what they got. This entire kit wasn't cheap. No, you're talking $1,500 at the time when we bought it. And yeah, we've gotten a few years of use out of it. But, if they're going to give you a warranty and then to choose not to follow up or stand behind it, that's frustrating. In previous videos, like the one linked above here, I've had a really good praise for them about resolving some of these small issues. And this stuff wasn't given to me. So this is all out of my own pocket for this stuff. So I'm the one that has the skin in the game. It's not the supplier giving it to me. And so then that's what's nice, is that I'm able to give my unbiased and honest feedback on products. Because what I don't want you guys to do is buy something yourselves, have to go through the same thing that I am. Because again, remember, the intent of this channel is for me to learn this stuff the hard way, so you guys don't have to. I get the fact that maybe they don't warranty that specific thing, but they could at least follow up and, talk with a guy about what's going on. And the being silent, not responding, and being helpful, that's one thing I have zero time for, is poor customer support. Now, do my kids continue to love the thing? Absolutely. We play out here all the time. We got this nice rubber base so the kids can't hurt themselves, but they really enjoy this. Annabelle, do you like the play set?
Yes.
Yep. Sammy, do you like this play set?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from a kid's perspective and the potential buyer's perspective, the product does seem to hold up. Aside from a couple of those small pieces I told you, it's not necessarily critical that those plastic pieces are intact. It just helps keep it all held together so it doesn't break. It'd be nice if I get back a hold of them. I may see if I can get some more new ones. But it's really just trying to keep the sharp edges away from the kids so they can't cut themselves in the bolts. Like I mentioned, the playset's holding up pretty well overall. It sits outside of the elements 24/7. And if my biggest complaint is the fact that the wood's discolored, I can live with that. It's not a big deal. You can put more coats on that. The plastic's going to age thanks to the old UV rays and being in the hot sun. And other things are going to break. But as far as the fasteners and all the rest of that stuff, it's holding up really well. The frustrating part to me, and the main reason why I can't recommend this at this point, is the customer support seems non-existent. And, when something goes wrong and you've got $1,500 to $2,000 wrapped up into something like this, depending upon where you get it, when you got it, things do vary in price. So I honestly, can't recommend it. Just, the KidKraft brand in general. This is the Cedar Summit flavor from KidKraft. Got it at COSTCO. If you don't want to worry about customer support, you take care of it all yourself and just pretend like the warranty doesn't exist and spend the money. That's fine. It is overall good product. Can't complain too much about that. But if you're looking to have some customer support and them, respond to your inquiries, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not saying there's a better option. You can build it yourself. So that's the story. You guys make the choice yourself. Just want to give you guys informative feedback, just in general, of what my experiences are. Again, The intent of this channel is for me to learn this stuff the hard way so you guys don't have to. And again, if customer support and having that tool is important to you, this manufacturer may not be for you. If you're the person that does all this stuff yourself and if something breaks, you don't worry about it, spend the extra cash and buy a new board or just burn the entire thing, then I guess that's up to you. Hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. If you guys did, I'd appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button. And if you do enjoy the content, I invite you to follow along and subscribe to the channel. It costs you guys nothing. I will put some links down below to this various stuff from where I picked it up at. Again, user beware. Maybe you'll have better luck with support than I did. Things started off well in the first year-ish of ownership, but after that, it's been very difficult to get a hold of customer support. And to me, that's a deal breaker. If you can't support your products and make sure that the purchaser, the customer is happy, then what's the point? So thanks again for stopping in. My name's Kyle. Take care of one another, and I'm gonna get out of this wind. It's like 35-mile-an-hour wind, so I hope you guys can hear me fine. This dead cat usually does a pretty good job. We'll see you guys.